call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Temple Owls, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and Lincoln Financial Field. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the South Florida Bulls, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Temple Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Bulls will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Temple Owls offense will get first crack at it here. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense. I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Let's talk for just a second about Temple. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
The Owls come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Owls are on the move. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out quickly.
That's a good job by the dragger out there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
The Owls with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. They'll come to the line for the 8th snap on this opening drive, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to the back. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Finds his tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They're wearing this defense down on the opening drive. 12th play coming. Now it's 3rd and short. They get him on the ground, but he's got enough to give Temple the 1st down.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion.
He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Temple.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So USF's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. And the Bulls moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Hawk. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. He's got it inside the 15. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on second and goal. Back to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Temple is holding the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. This quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Looking to throw on third and goal. Here's a heat. Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Fourth down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? He's looking to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulls! Quick strike through the air for the score. The extra point here would tie the game.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Temple takes over, and the offense will return to the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
The give to the back. Guys, let's think for just a moment about tempo. This is exactly how you want to start conference play. Early in the race for sure, but precisely the type of foundation you need to set.
And this is really the meat on the bone in the schedule, right? A lot of teams have out-of-conference games early in the season, but now is where it matters the most. You talk to any coach, they'll tell you, David, number one on the goal sheet is to win your conference.
And I think it's so hard because of the familiarity. You play these same teams every single year. You know them inside and out. They know your scheme, you know their scheme, and sometimes the momentum of the moment can be tough, so got to continue to play well within the conference.
That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy he's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the bat. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal. The Owls didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Owls! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got his man all by himself. There he goes. The tag. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, South Florida.
Well, this offense is top 10. Points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a two-time All-American know this game is not over. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Clemson. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on! Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the air on first down. Finds his big tight end. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And the Owls come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you can see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And they've regained the lead. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but with a tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. Temple will try to boot this one deep to get the second half underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
That's caught. It's Kendricks. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Bulls headed quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
So now it's second and long. It's a draw. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. He'll keep it himself. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physic?
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. It's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. And the Bulls will try to punch it in on first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Looking for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You've got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Trying to pound their way in. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big third down stop by this defense. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this ought to be a chip shot from about 20 yards out. Smashes it between the uprights. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Temple takes over and the Owls send the offense back onto the field. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the lone running back. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
And I tell you what, when you drop back and you know you got that slot work in the middle of the field and you know how fast he is, you just wait for him to come open, throw that strike, and you know he'll take care of the rest. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got a good one going here, all tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Got his man quickly. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. And when you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up the first down like they did right there.
The Owls in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Chains are set, and Temple has it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
They'll go back to the ground. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Quick strike complete. Touchdown! They move on top here in the 4th. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. The Bulls come to the line in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the 1st down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Complete downfield. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Now from inside the red zone. Catch in the middle, it's Peters. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Touchdown, Bulls. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Down here close on the goal line, you got to have great timing, and there was no hesitation by the quarterback. As soon as he saw his target open up, he fired that football in for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Georgia Tech is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in the ATL for some time. They're up by 18 over Clemson. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the ground, it's Whitehead. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Zings it complete to the right. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Gets it out quickly. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Off the play fake. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And he's brought down after a nice game. This Temple offense putting together a nice drive. This dude is putting in work out of the slot, and he is just wearing out this defense.
And you see it, Reese, in football. These slot guys are so quick, so athletic. You back them up off the football so you can't get hands on them, and you just find ways to continue to get him the football. He's making plays, so I'm going to continue to throw it his way.
And the Owls getting set on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play?
Oh, he's got some space. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
To the air on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This really has been a masterclass by the quarterback with decision-making, right? We've already seen him throw multiple touchdown passes in the game. He's understood when to take his shots and when to throw it away when things aren't there, like on that last play.
On third down, he drops to throw. Right on the money. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. A tie game here late, and they do not want to give up this football. They'll go for it on fourth down. The Owls kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Give to the running back. Fights off a defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to go up top. Snags it over the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up. Maybe work them.
Touchdown! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Well, it's a great job executing by the offense to get that touchdown. I think you kick the extra point right now, make it a 7-point game with only seconds to go.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got a man. It's Kendricks. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here comes the heat. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
Well, this offense is up against it here, trailing late in the game. The defense knows they're going to throw the football. First down, they get sacked. Second down, incompletion. There's no mystery what's happening here. Quarterback's just going to have to make a play on third down.
Under fire. And down he goes. Had a chance to pull one out of the fire, and the defense slammed the brakes on it, and that's going to do it. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.